Umeboshi, one of Japan's favorite condiments. Commonly found in bento boxes, the prize for many health benefits. How do we get from this to these? Join me as I walk you through how to create these delicious and health benefiting fruits. Ume starts blooming in late winter, so by spring, they've already set fruit. Green ume can be harvested during spring to make umeshu, a Japanese plum wine. The best time to harvest ume for umeboshi is the end of spring, when they're partially green. Ume can be found during spring in your Korean or Japanese supermarkets. Store your bounty in a dry container for a day to fully ripen. We're looking for a golden blush. The ume will also be pleasantly aromatic. Make the final inspection for mold or overly ripe fruit. Different salts yield different results. Pink salt is recommended for this recipe. Umezu is thicker for this recipe compared to kosher salt or sea salt. Ground coarse sea salt to avoid any byproduct, allowing a graceful fermentation process. Sift the salt for preferred consistency. For this recipe, I'll be using both green and red shiso to enhance the flavors. A large bowl or a hangiri will be needed to mix the ingredients. Start by adding water into the hangiri, followed by the ume. Thoroughly clean the ume by adding salt. Use coarse salt for a gradual dissolving process. Rinse off the salt water to avoid moisture loss. And once more to remove any unwanted debris. Sterilize with any alcohol above 35%. Gently place ume in its temporary home. Add water to saturate the stems, making them easy to remove. Remove the stems by using a bamboo skewer, toothpick, or any sharp object. Avoid puncturing the skin, it'll create a mess when fermenting. Any food-safe bag or airtight container will suffice. Make sure to give extra love to the ume. I'm sure it'll return the flavor in 2 months. The salt content in this bag should be at least 20% to prevent mold. Add at least 1/3 of the weight to encourage the fermentation process. Check after 1 month for progress. After checking ume, set it aside, and we'll get started on the shiso leaves. Germinate shiso during late winter indoors to get a jump start on growth. By the last frost date, these will be ready to be planted outdoors, so you can anticipate a plentiful harvest by mid-spring. I grow shiso year-round. They have an abundant amount of usages, from drinks, salads, and sushi. Collect broad and dark colored leaves for the best results. I like mixing different varieties to add another level of flavor. Don't worry if you go overboard with the shiso. The excess can be used for furikake. Mix a handful of salt and water to clean the shiso leaves. Removal of the petioles is optional. I like to keep them in this recipe. Gently massage shiso to dislodge any debris. Add a handful of salt and fiercely squeeze to remove the bitter component. Repeat this process until a dark red color appears. Discard the bitter liquid. Add the umezu after 1 month of fermenting. Give the shiso a gentle massage. It'll slowly absorb the umezu. Squeeze firmly to extract the liquid. Apply shiso to the ume partially dry. This encourages the flavor development. Unveil the 1-month-old ume. Inspect for any damage or mold. Let it breathe while we prepare the shiso. Spread the ume before adding in the shiso and umezu. This helps with flavor consistency. Seal the container, leave in a location where it will not be exposed to light for a month. After 2 months of fermenting, the results should look similar to this. At this stage, it's ready to be sun-dried. This applies to the shiso as well. Carefully place ume on the bamboo colander. Any breathable drying surface will suffice. Space ume evenly to improve air circulation when drying. Firmly squeeze the shiso to extract moisture. Repeat the process for the salted ume. The umezu may seem very rich. Rest assured, the flavor profile is beyond delicious. Add equal parts water to dilute the concentration of the umezu. In its current state, the flavor may be overwhelming. Umezu has many usages. Explore my channel for recipes including umeboshi jerky and hotate sashimi recipe. Store the umezu in a dark location where the flavors can continue to develop. Any light will cause discoloration and ruin the taste. Let the shiso and ume air dry. This prevents excess residue, giving them a graceful sun drying process. The excess residue can cause everything to stick. By allowing it to air dry, we eliminate the issue. After 15 minutes, everything should be partially dry upon inspection. We can now start the sun drying process. Check your local forecast for the 3 hot consecutive days. This will result in a very tasty umeboshi. After a day of intense sun drying, we can now call it umeboshi. During this stage, umeboshi is ready for consumption, but not recommended until we repeat the process 2 more times. Let the umeboshi cool down for a few minutes. Gently place the umeboshi in an airtight container. Leave space for the umezu. Leave an air pocket to prevent leaks during the fermentation process. Adding shiso is optional. Give it a gentle shake to settle in. Repeat the process for the salted umeboshi. After a few months of dedication, this is your reward. It's time to enjoy your umeboshi. I like serving it with steamed rice and sukimono. Explore my channel for the recipe. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed the production. Please like and subscribe for more videos.